Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. All right. Folks, I'm going to try and keep this as brief as I can. Succinct, should I say. First of all, thank you all. I love you all. I appreciate you truly. You all, man, I don't have the words. Just know that I truly do love you all. You all help me to continue my mission, which is our mission, to build the worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Nothing stopping that. Man, it's another beautiful day. Huh? Right? And the energy is just bursting in the air, right? It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. All right, speaking of which, we all know that we are comprised of energy, and that brings me to the focus of this video, which is Western medicine denies people their power to heal, right? All right, folks. There is indeed a big way, a big difference, should I say, in the way that health is approached in different areas of the world. Different countries, different regions, and there's a stark contrast between the way health is approached in much of the eastern part of the world versus much of the western part of the world. And unfortunately, the western part of the world has very much become immersed in following the lead of the pharmaceutical industry, right? It almost seems as though the thought of medical professionals these days in the West is, no matter what it is, we got a pill for it or an injection, and if that fails, we can cut you open and have a surgery, right? Now, I'm gonna begin this with fact. Folks, do you know that there is something called the placebo effect that comes into play when individuals have the same ailment, multiple individuals, and let's say some of those individuals, you give them all a pill, they all look the same, the pills look the same. Some of those individuals, and of course the pill is the remedy, right? Some of those pills look the same and are in fact a medication that you are testing in this environment. And some of those pills would be sugar pills. No real active chemical component to it, just plain old sugar pills, right? Okay. And in the placebo effect, do you know that the folks who have ingested the sugar pills instead of the quote-unquote medication enjoy the same healing or the same remedy, the same ultimate result, which is to feel better? They experience it just as frequently as the folks who've taken the medication. Well, how can that be? If the medication is what is curing you or what is healing you or helping you to feel better, as the pharmaceutical industry would have us believe in most instances, right? Or many instances, should I say. If it's really the medication, then how in the world could those folks who've taken sugar pills get the same degree of remedy as the folks who are taking the medication? doesn't quite add up. I'll take it a step further. Do you folks realize that not only are there placebo experiments done involving pharmaceutical solutions, drugs, medications, but that there are also, you ready? Placebo surgeries. That's right, folks. There are actual surgeries where the patient goes in believing that they're going to have an actual surgery. The doctor only makes the same incision that they would with a real surgery, quote unquote, and they do nothing else. They stitch them back up and tell them that they've had a successful surgery the same way they've administered it to several other individuals. You guessed it, folks. Do you know those people who have had the placebo surgery experience the same degree of remedy as folks who did not have it, as folks who have had the quote unquote real surgery? So now I ask you, and this is not a one-time occurrence, folks, far from it. This is not even a new occurrence. This is something that has been charted and kept track of and recorded for years and years in the medical industry. This is nothing new, right? This is nothing new at all. It just may be new to you, and that's all right. Folks, obviously, there's something more at play here than the medications that the pharmaceutical industry would have you believe you need so much. These surgeries that the medical industry and these surgeons would have you believe you need so much, folks, it's not the pills, it's not the medication that's healing you, it's not the surgeries even that's healing you. It is you that is healing you. Everything aside, just use common sense. If the only common denominator in all those placebo effect experiments involving medication, all the placebo surgeries, if the one common factor is the patient's healing ability, how can we still be denying this? We absolutely must wake up, folks. It's not the medications or the surgery that's healing you. It's you. It's you. The way you were designed to be, the way you were designed to function, utilizing all of your healing modalities. The only time that we find ourselves in dis-ease is when our cellular activity is not healthy and fully functional. And folks, news for you. Oftentimes, that is something we do to ourselves. Most of the time, it's what we do to ourselves. By our lifestyles, by what we put into our body, by the way of our diet. Folks, go to the store. Again, all of this is part of Western society. Go to the store today, pick up your average loaf of bread, flip it around. What do the ingredients look like? They look like a chemistry set. Huh? You don't need all that to make bread. There are a few brands out there who still make good, healthy bread. You know what? The brand of bread that I eat has 5 ingredients in it. 5 ingredients. I can pronounce all of them easy, and none of them belong in the chemistry set. Folks, we have to realize this lifestyle we have adopted and accepted, right, is near suicidal. When you are constantly putting toxins and chemicals and unnatural things in your body, what do you, via common sense, think is going to be the end result? It's poor health. Now, when you add on to that all the stress that this life and the lifestyle in Western society is designed to create. And folks, for those of you who do not know, stress is real. It is an energetic enemy to your body. How and how does that work? I'll tell you how it works. Those of us who understand that we have an energetic presence to us, understand that we have what is called auric bodies. You know, when people reference, oh, I see your aura. Well, yes, you do have an aura. In fact, you have several auric bodies, right?
Thanks.
Indeed. And these auric bodies, right, these different layers of your energetic body correlate to what we call chakras. These are energetic vortexes in your body. You have one for each auric body or each energetic layer of your aura. Okay? And I'm simple for folks, for those of you who don't know, the human body is constantly emitting an electromagnetic field known as your biosphere. Okay? You are constantly emitting energy. Now, what I'm discussing is a little bit of a finer breakdown of that energy. That it is in the form of several different layers that we refer to as your auric body. All those layers have corresponding chakras or energy vortexes. Folks, stress disrupts those energy vortexes. Okay? It keeps them from all being balanced. So when you have a particular kind of stress, it often affects a particular chakra, which correlates to the auric body that that chakra is attached to or is part of. Your auric bodies are all associated with either a single organ or a grouping of organs, right? Like the different systems in our bodies are often groupings of organs that work in conjunction with one another to perform specific bodily functions, right? For example, your endocrine system, okay? There are many systems in your body. They have correlation, direct energetic correlation to your auric bodies or your energetic layers. So when you have disruption or dis-ease in those layers, in those energetic layers in your auric body, you will also experience disruption or dis-ease in the correlating organs within your body. Huh? All these things are how our bodies work, and it's nothing new. Folks, it may be new to you, but not only has all of this been known for thousands of years, but all of your doctors know it. They know the same stuff that everything I've said on this video, your doctors know it and won't tell you a word about it. Because what are you going to do? Continue being a patient? Oh, I'm sorry, a customer. Anyway, And believe me, there are doctors, if you check, who have had a change of heart or who have succumbed to their conscience, and they're speaking about it. They're speaking about it. In fact, you might want to do a little research into the state of California's effort to silence and to essentially censor doctors in the state of California, threatening them with losing their license if they put out information that is contrary to the quote unquote COVID protocol. Look into it. Don't take my word for any of it. Look into it for yourself. But anyway, folks, all of this stuff is part of Western society that keeps you in a constant fearful state, that keeps you constantly stressed, that keeps you constantly eating a poor, unhealthy diet, right? That has you constantly moving in and out of electromagnetic fields that, quite honestly, you shouldn't even be succumbed to or be exposed to, because many of them are low vibrational frequency fields and very unhealthy for you, and cause those disruptions and dis-ease that I referred to earlier in reference to your chakras, how they relate to your auric bodies, and how those auric bodies are related to actual organs or organ groups in your body. Folks, our way of life here literally is killing us. Don't make up your mind. Don't just take what I'm saying. Look into it for yourself. Even the way your houses are wired. You know how every time there's any kind of construction or a room addition or any kind of work done to your house, or when your house was first built, it had to be examined and had to pass the scrutiny of the representative from the city or whoever does the examination or the issues the permit, right? In order to get those permits, sure, it has to be a safe structure. Sure, there are certain things that need to be examined and checked upon to make sure that your structure will be safe to inhabit, right? Or to be used for whatever the purpose is. But what else are they checking for? What else are they making sure your house or structure conforms to? The wiring sequence. There are many ways to create circuits. Many ways. Right? There's not just one way that works and that will be safe. But there are certain parameters that need to be adhered to if you wish your electrical circuit to be of a low vibrational frequency output. That does have to be done a specific way. You put two and two together. Folks, our lifestyle in this Western society is akin to suicide. But it doesn't have to be. It's all about choice. You arm yourself with the knowledge to understand what you're putting in your body, what you're exposing your body to, right? Oh, and just so you know, by the way, all those, side effects that they spew out so quickly in these commercials. They pay these people who speed read to just rapidly list off all of these side effects, right? These side effects do nothing. Well, folks, if you listen to the side effects, often the side effects cumulatively are worse than what you're taking the medication for. Sometimes individually the side effects are worse than what you're taking the medication for, i.e. the times that you'll notice one of the side effects being death, right? All right, folks, peace, love, respect, worldwide movement. Truly, we have to start to steward our own health. We have to take the responsibility of our own health in our own hands. All right, thank you. And we have to make sure we're doing what we can to live our best lives, our healthiest lives, our most vibrant and virile lives. And we have to realize that there's a lot more to the picture of our health than what has been previously stated to us. So again, take not my word as the end-all be-all or as fact. Please look into everything I've stated on this video for yourselves. And when you do so, I'm confident you'll realize the value in what I'm sharing with you now. So folks, it's about a choice that we can make. Educate yourself, rather inform yourself. And when you have all the information you need, look within. Go with what resonates with you and make a choice to move forward in the best direction for you, as determined by you. All right, folks, I love you all. Thank you once again. We continuing to do what? To build a worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. All right, Big King Sadiq. I love you all once again. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's continue to build this movement. Big King Sadiq. I'm out.